People from all over the world have been interested in martial arts for decades, and its big stars have changed the game forever. From amazing stunts to famous fight scenes, these stars have left their mark. But what happens when these stars break the rules and reinvent themselves for a new generation? Do you know what they look like now, even though you've seen them in movies? Stay with us while we look into where these martial arts masters are right now. Bruce Lee's rise to fame. Bruce Lee is one of the most famous martial artists in the world. He's more than just a kung fu star. He changed how people thought about movies and martial arts. Many people saw him as a hero because of how quickly he moved, how hard he kicked, and how cool he was when he fought. People still talk about Bruce Lee, not only for how great he was at fighting, but also for how he taught them to be confident, work hard, and never give up, all of which are important life lessons. Bruce Lee first became well known when he started to act in movies like Fist of Fury and The Big Boss. Still, his role in Enter the Dragon made him famous all over the world. He was the fight scene instead of just playing in fight scenes like other actors. Bruce Lee worked out every day to stay fast and strong. His body was in great shape. He changed how he looked over time, but his love for martial arts never did. Bruce Lee has been gone for a long time, but his legacy lives on. People all over the world are still moved by his movies, lessons, and way of life. Even though he has statues in many countries now, people still remember how talented he was. Bruce Lee taught us that we can be strong in more ways than one. He will always be remembered for how he became king of Kung Fu. His strong appearance and commanding stance will always remind us of that. From dangerous stunts to comedic brilliance, Jackie Chan transformed martial arts movies, combining fun and action like no one else. Jackie Chan's unique style. One of the most well-known action stars in the world is Jackie Chan. People know him for making movies that are both funny and exciting and for being very good at martial arts. He joked around while fighting, which wasn't something other martial artists did. Jackie wasn't just a hit-and-kick artist. He made people laugh too. People knew him for the funny and dangerous things he did. His first job was in Hong Kong, but he became famous all over the world very quickly. He did some really cool stunts when he first started playing. In his fight scenes, he wasn't afraid to jump from very high places, do dangerous flips, or use chair and table props. Her acts got more and more exciting over time. He did harder moves every day to keep his body strong, quick, and flexible. As Jackie grew bigger, he began making and directing his own movies. He also showed younger artists how to do cool stunts. You can still see Jackie Chan in movies, but he does a lot more than that. He also trains younger people to be martial artists, teaches them new and creative ways to fight, and always keeps them safe. Jackie stays in great shape even though he is getting older by staying busy and eating well. He's still excited and full of energy, even though he might look different now that he has gray hair and a few more lines. Her sense of fun and love of martial arts are still an inspiration to people of all ages. Jet Li's rise in the martial arts world. Jet Li worked hard to learn Kung Fu and was once a national martial arts winner in China. He was already famous in China when he was a teenager, having been in movies that showed off his amazing skills. Still, Jet Li kept going and didn't stop there. When he moved to Hollywood, he became famous for the amazing fight scenes he made everywhere. His stylish moves, speed, and strength were shown off in movies like The One and Lethal Weapon 4. He became a favorite of action movie fans all over the world. Jet Li's looks and fighting style have changed over time. In the beginning of his movies, he was very fast and good at acrobatics. As he got bigger, he kept moving at that amazing speed, but his movements became stronger and easier to control. Jet Li became famous for his cool, tough acting on screen, even though most of his roles were action-packed. Jet Li has recently taken a break from the movie business. He is having some health problems right now and lives a quieter life. Putting an emphasis on his health and spending time with his family have helped him balance his personal life with his work life. Jet Li has had a big effect on Hollywood and martial arts movies, even though he doesn't star in as many movies these days. He taught kung fu to people all over the world, and his movies are still an example to many actors and martial artists. Jet Li's works live on, even though he's not as well known now. Donnie Yen's unique fighting style. Today, Donnie Yen is one of the most well-known names in martial arts. His amazing acting skills and great action scenes made him famous, especially in the IP Man series where he played an old kung fu master. In these movies, Donnie showed the world how beautiful and graceful martial arts can be. He was different from other action stars because of how smooth and fast he was when he fought. Many people liked how easy he made every move look, even though he still had a lot of strength and skill. The way Donnie looked changed as his career grew. In the beginning, he was young and looked fit and sleek. Over the years, he has become stronger and more athletic as he has learned more about acting and martial arts. His parts in action movies like Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, brought him to Hollywood, where everyone loved how skilled he was. Donnie used his martial arts skills to make big-budget films that showed kung fu can be a part of the biggest movies ever made. No matter how old he gets, Donnie stays in great shape. He keeps his body strong and flexible by working out a lot, which lets him keep doing amazing gymnastics. Donnie does more than just act. He also helps younger martial artists learn the methods and philosophy of kung fu. There are still changes in the martial arts scene and in Hollywood because of Donnie Yen. His style, which is now legendary, is not only for great performances but also for teaching the next crop of stars what he knows. Sammo Hung's unique blend of action and humor made him a legend, leaving an unforgettable mark on martial arts cinema. Sammo Hung's impact on martial arts cinema. Sammo Hung, a real martial arts master, has had a big impact on the acting and directing areas of movies. When he first became famous, it was for his role in the Lucky Stars series, which mixed his unique style of fun and action. He was very good at martial arts, but what made him different from other action stars was that he could fight and be funny at the same time. He was not only an actor, but also the director of a number of successful martial arts movies, showing that he was just as good behind the camera as he was in front of it. The way Sammo looked changed over time. During his younger years, he looked a lot thinner. But as he got older, he got taller, and his bigger body made him easier to spot. Still, his fighting style stayed smooth and effective, just like it always is. Sammo kept his charm and presence even as he moved from parts that required a lot of energy and strength to ones that were more appropriate for his age. Even though they showed how wise and experienced he was, his later movies still showed how good he was at martial arts. Sammo Hung is still active in the martial arts scene, but he isn't playing as much as he used to. Young people are still inspired by him through his job as a mentor and by his random appearances. Sammo left behind a lot of skill, fun, and a strong love of martial arts. His fans all over the world still remember him as one of the best martial artists and movie directors ever. Michelle Yeoh's journey. In Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Michelle Yeoh became famous for her stylish but dangerous fighting style. She shocked people. She became famous for how well she did tough martial arts moves, which made her one of the best action performers. Her rise in martial arts movies showed that women could be just as strong, skilled, and heroic in action parts as men. Michelle quickly won over fans and had a big impact on the genre. Michelle's responsibilities grew as her job did. She went from being a pretty action heroine to winning awards as an actor. After that, she was in a number of big Hollywood movies, such as Guardians of the Galaxy Vol. 2 Inches and Everything Everywhere All at Once. These movies showed that Michelle could give any character she played depth and emotion, making them more than just action parts. Her Oscar in 2023 showed what a great performer and adaptable person she was. Michelle still uses what she has learned in martial arts at work. She is one of the most unique and skilled actors in the world, and her martial arts-inspired roles in action movies make her stand out. Michelle had an effect that went beyond her movie roles. She has broken down stereotypes about women in action movies and shown that they can play lead parts in movies that are usually dominated by men. Michelle Yeoh's legacy includes more than just her martial arts skills. she also had a huge impact on the entertainment business around the world. Chow Yun-fat's unstoppable rise. One action movie star whose name is easy to remember is Chow Yun-fat. He first became famous in Hong Kong, where he was in a string of fast-paced action movies that made him famous very quickly. Chow's style was unique. He always played calm and collected on screen, and his action scenes were always strong but smooth. But what made him stand out was his skill at showing strong emotions in a way that was still subtle. This made it easy for people to connect to him. When he moved to Hollywood, movies like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon came out, showing off his skills once more and adding style and depth to the martial arts world. This movie made him popular all over the world. It got him nominated for an Academy Award and brought Chinese action movies to people all over the world. A few other big Hollywood roles. Chow Yun-fat won roles in movies like The Killer and Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End, which helped him become known as one of the most versatile action stars out there. In The Killer, his role as a hitman gave a tough, action-packed figure some emotional depth. He played the pirate Sao Feng in Pirates of the Caribbean, which gave the beloved show a unique character. Even with all of his accomplishments, Chow Yun-fat's appearance hasn't changed much. Because of his standard good looks and charm, he still looks young even though he is older. He has always been humble and grounded, and he has always preferred to keep his personal life a secret. He wants to act honestly and with heart, not for fame or money. Today, new groups of actors and directors are inspired by Chow Yun-fat, both for his famous action roles and for the powerful and emotional roles he gave in the past. Tony Leung's journey from action star. Tony Leung is known for being able to act in a lot of different ways. He started his career in Hong Kong, where he quickly became famous for his roles in both action movies and plays. His popularity spread around the world after he was in movies like Infernal Affairs, Hero, and The Grandmaster, which showed off both his acting skills and his martial arts skills. Tony Leung gave the role more depth, while most actors focus only on fighting skills for action roles. He was different from other action actors because his roles were always full of emotion and complex characters. In Infernal Affairs, Tony played a police officer who didn't know what was right or wrong. In Hero, he played a man who was torn between duty and honor, which made the movie more than just a martial arts drama. But Tony really showed how good he was at martial arts in The Grandmaster, where he played the famous kung fu teacher IP Man. He brought to life the inner battle of a master who loved his job but was limited by the violence around him in this movie by combining beautiful, powerful martial arts with a powerful performance. Over the years, Tony Leung has changed in a small but noticeable way. People love him, even though he looks different now that he is older. His eyes still have that intense focus that makes people fall in love with him. His method is unique. He mixes confidence and humility to make people who are both impressive and easy to talk to. Many people still respect Tony Leung in and out of the martial arts movie world. He is well known for being able to switch between action and drama parts. Future actors will be influenced by his work in martial arts movies. Zhang Ziyi's legacy in martial arts cinema. Zhang Ziyi is one of the biggest stars in martial arts movies. She is known for being able to combine beauty, ease, and great strength in her roles. In Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, she first became known outside of China for her role as the tough but weak Zhen Yu. Zhang Ziyi was one of a kind in this movie, even among experienced martial arts greats, because she not only showed off her amazing body, but she also gave her part depth and passion. Her quickness and grace helped her in the tough battle scenes, but what really set her apart was how she could blend those skills with a deep emotional connection to her characters. Zhang Ziyi also appeared in the important movie House of Flying Daggers, which was another chance to show off her amazing martial arts skills. In this beautiful mix of action and romance, Zhang Ziyi appeared in difficult and stunning fight scenes that showed how good she is at ancient Chinese martial arts. She became famous for being able to give action scenes the force and emotion they needed while also making every move look simple and beautiful. After making movies that weren't martial arts movies, Zhang Ziyi's career took off. Along with playing different roles in different types of movies, from dramas to thrillers, she started directing. She was able to show that she was more than just a martial arts star and help movies in new ways with this change. Zhang Ziyi's influence on the movie business is still felt today because she helps aspiring female martial artists and fights for more diverse women to work in the industry. One sign of her lasting impact is her amazing fight choreography. Another is her ability to break down gender stereotypes in action movies. Zhang Ziyi is still a star around the world. She is famous all over the world for being able to blend grace, beauty, and strength. There is no doubt that she is a famous martial artist, and she still inspires women to play strong parts in movies and in real life. Tony Jaa's Muay Thai mastery redefined martial arts films. Pushing limits and blending speed with powerful, gravity-defying stunts, Tony Jaa's Muay Thai mastery. Tony Jaa's powerful and fast Muay Thai moves have changed the way martial arts movies are made for good. Acrobatics and stunts that resisted gravity by Jaa gave the action genre a new lease on life. Different from many martial artists who only use standard moves, Jaa's fights are often real, intense, and very fast-paced. All of his body is used to make action scenes look real and scary. It looks like every hit and kick could really happen. You can't see Jaa's martial arts skills in movies like Ong Bak and Tom Yum Goong. Flow, force, and speed are all stressed in his moves, which are all important in Muay Thai. The things Jaa does show how good and quick he is at what he does. Always a work of art, his elbow punches and flying knees are very dangerous. He does most of his stunts himself, just like Bruce Lee did back in the day. This makes his work seem more real. There are clear links between what Jaa said and what Bruce Lee said. Bruce Lee was well known because he thought that people should move to express themselves instead of following the rules of traditional martial arts. In this way, Jaa's work pushes the body to its limits. The strong force of Muay Thai is mixed with speed, gymnastics, and other moves to make fight scenes that show how the body can be creative and flexible. Just like Bruce Lee, martial artists today are still inspired by Jaa. Jaa has made a big impact on martial arts movies all over the world because he is always hard on his body and adding new ideas to action movies. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content. Click on the next video popping up on your screen for even more amazing stories.